Ladies and gentlemen, approaching from your left is the Mi-8 helicopter formation trooping the Indian tricolour, the Indian Air Force and the Aero India flags. It shall fly past the dais in a wick formation. The formation is led by Wing Commander Susim Sivach of 112 Helicopter Unit based at Yelahanka. Namaskar, ladies and gentlemen. We proudly welcome Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, to the inaugural function of Aero India 2015. We also warmly welcome His Excellency, Governor of Karnataka, Shri Vajubhai Rudabhai Valla, Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah, Honorable Raksha Mantri, Shri Manohar Parrikar, Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation, Shri P. Ashok Ganjapati Raju, Honorable Union Minister of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Anant Kumar, Honorable Union Minister for Law and Justice, Shri D.V. Sadanand Gowda, Honorable Rajya Raksha Mantri, Shri Rao Injadit Singh, Air Chief Marshal Arupraha, Chairman Chief of the Staff Committee, Shri R.K. Mathur, Secretary Ministry of Defence, Government of India, and Shri G. Mohan Kumar, Secretary Defence Production, Government of India. Namaskar and a very warm welcome to Aero India 2015, Asia's premier air show, the 10th international show on Make in India in aerospace, defence, civil aviation, airport infrastructure and defence engineering, brought to you by the Ministry of Defence and the Defence Organization, Exhibition Organization, Ministry of Defence, Government of India. Ladies and gentlemen, Aero India 2015 has carved a niche for itself globally as a premier aerospace exhibition with 9 successful editions. Aero India 2015 will provide a significant platform in bolstering business opportunities in the international aviation sector. It has favorably poised an exponential growth over the previous edition. A rapidly growing economy, defense preparedness challenges, and opening up of defense production to the private sector have given a major fillip to the defense industry in India, and it has also become the hub center for defense business in Asia. Today, we are indeed very proud to have a galaxy of esteemed luminaries with us today on this momentous occasion. We have one such luminary who's known for his integrity, sharp mind, a deep sense of nationalism, and his ground-to-earth Spartan lifestyle. An alumnus of IIT Mumbai, he has a strong passion for finance and engineering, and he was the former Chief Minister of Goa and currently our Honorable Raksha Mantri. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my honor to invite Shri Manohar Parrikar, Honorable Minister, and I request him to kindly make his opening remarks.
Thank you. Honorable Pradhan Mantri Ji, Honorable Vajubhai Valla Ji, Honorable Siddaramaiah Ji, Honorable Minister for Civil Aviation Ganpati Raju Ji, my colleague Anand Kumar Ji, my colleague Rao Indrajit Singh, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for this aero show in this city of Bengaluru, which is a natural place for such aero shows. With all aeronautic industry around it, I think this city has been witnessing aero show for past so many occasions. And I take this opportunity to welcome all those The very fact that all companies representing the big of aero industry are here indicates that this aero show is gaining popularity. With the security scenario around our country, it is very important that India becomes self-sufficient in defense and defense production. And in this very atmosphere, Prime Minister ji has given a clarion call for Make in India, and Department of Defense has taken on itself to ensure that this Make in India happens. This is an immensely important venue and important time for ensuring that the business deals are struck up so that our target for Make in India is made a big success. I take this opportunity once again to welcome all of you and expect you to see the extensive exhibition which has received tremendous response, making this Aero show a very special show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Raksha Mantri, for your warm opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah, with us. As Chief Minister of the state, he has worked for the welfare of the people of Karnataka and also in leveraging the state's potential through its various sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to now invite Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah, and I would like to request him to kindly address us.
Shri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Manohar Parrikar, Honorable Union Minister for Defence, Shri Ashok Gajapati Raju, Honorable Union Minister for Civil Aviation, the other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure and privilege to be with you at the inaugural ceremony of Aero India 2015. Karnataka is a progressive state with knowledge-based and manufacturing industries. Karnataka has a remarkable history of achieving consistently high rates of gross domestic product growth over a long period of time. Karnataka has been a pioneer in the aerospace sector. India's first private aircraft factory, Hindustan Aircraft Limited, was established here in 1940 and later after nationalization came to be renamed as Hindustan Aeronauticals Limited. The HAL heralded the aerospace activities in Bengaluru. Subsequent establishment of defense public sector undertakings like Bharat Electronics Limited, Gas Turbine Research Establishment, National Aeronautical Laboratory, Defense Research Development Organization, Aeronautical Development Agency, Aeronautical Development Establishment, Indian Space Research Organization, Indian Institute of Science have positioned Karnataka as a prime location for aerospace industry in India. Bengaluru is the aerospace hub of India, having more than 60% of the country's investment in the sector. Besides the big presence of public sector enterprises, many international private players have invested in aerospace sector in the state, such as European Aeronautic Defense and Space Company, Boeing, Airbus, SCL, Honeywell, and UTC Aerospace. The robust growth potential of aerospace and defense industry is attracting global majors to set up their unit in India and thereby providing tremendous opportunities for participation by Indian industry. The defense offset clause has also opened up new opportunities for Indian companies in this sector. I am delighted to inform that the government of Karnataka has announced the country's first aerospace policy 2013 to 23 for overall development of the sector, which envisages providing adequate infrastructure and incentives. India's maintenance, research and operations segment is estimated to reach rupees 1,300 crore by 2020. Given the labor-intensive nature of the MRO, several leading MRO companies, original equipment manufacturers, and international airlines have outsourced this work to Indian companies. Karnataka has a high potential for aerospace industries due to its strength and advantages like relatively low-cost aerospace manufacturing, presence of defense, public sector undertakings, research and development agencies, expertise in aerospace with a number of small and medium enterprises which execute the work for the defense PSUs. Bengaluru, well known as the Silicon Valley of India, has a number of top companies in information technology, IT-enabled services, and electronics hardware, of which several are part of the supply chain to the aerospace sector. A large number of engineering graduates employed in IT, design and engineering sectors put Karnataka at an advantageous position with reference to skill sets. The state's entrepreneurial spirit in innovations, research and development has been recognized world over. The United Nations has ranked Bengaluru as fourth in the world as a global hub of technological innovation. Karnataka votes all the global leading IT companies, including Infosys, Wipro, Tata Consultancy, Services, Oracle, Dell, IBM, Microsoft, and Cognizant. Karnataka offers a plethora of investment avenues spread across the value chain and many industry verticals spanning both products and services sectors. The state has excellent ecosystem for investments. I appeal to this August gathering of industry to explore investment opportunities in Karnataka. It would be our pleasure to invest proposals in our state. The state government has taken a number of initiatives for the development of industrial infrastructure in the state. A number of industrial areas have been developed which are located in Narsapura, Vemgal, Gauribidnur, Dabaspet, Mammigatti, Gamangatti, Kittur, Yadgir and Tandya. In addition, the National Investment and Manufacturing Zone in 12,500 acres of land is approved by the Government of India at Vasanta Narsapura in Tumkur district. The state has also developed a sector-specific aerospace park at Devanalli near Bengaluru with 984 acres including Special Economic Zone area. India's first private aerospace SEZ is established at Belagavi. The installed power capacity has been increasing over the years and presently the total installed power capacity in Karnataka is 14,028 megawatt in 2014. Karnataka has set a goal to become power surplus state by 2017. With a good rail, road and air connectivity, logistic support, infrastructure, excellent telecommunication network and peaceful labor force, the state has been a preferred destination for investments. Kempegowda International Airport at Devanalli is the third busiest airport in India. It is one of the largest airports in India built with modern technology and is ranked at the top in terms of quality of services and user experience. Metro Rail project has been under progress in Bengaluru. The Reach 1 of Metro is operational from Mahatma Gandhi Road to Bayapnalli and Reach 3A is also operational from Sampige Road to Yeshwantpur. The new elevated road to the international airport, opened to public last year, is providing seamless transportation facility in international destinations. The state has launched U Udyami, a completely online-based one-stop shop for all prospective investors, which allow all investors, independent of their location, to apply for investments in Karnataka and monitor the status of their project. We have brought out new industrial policy 2014-19, which lays emphasis on providing good infrastructure support such as roads, drains, water, power and connectivity for establishment of industries. The policy aims at holistic development of the state to look beyond Bengaluru with a view to decongest Bengaluru, and equitable distribution of industries all over Karnataka. In order to provide world-class industrial infrastructure support, the policy proposes to encourage private investment in establishing industrial areas or estates, either independently or through public-private partnership mode. This policy encourages non-resident Indian and non-resident Kannadigas companies to invest in Karnataka. An early seed capital fund and angel funding to startups in collaboration with NRI, NRK companies and organizations have been proposed. We are making all efforts to trigger the industrial growth in the state by developing special industrial corridor projects like Chennai, Bengaluru, Chitradurga Industrial Corridor and Bangalore-Mumbai Economic Corridor. We seek the support of the Government of India in this regard. Our government has a vision for making Karnataka an economically developed and socially inclusive state. I would like to inform that we provide good governance, pro-development policies, and creating the most conducive and business-friendly environment in the state. I take this opportunity in seeking the support and cooperation of all stakeholders in making our vision a reality. You would be happy to welcome investors to the state for utilizing the opportunity in the aerospace sector and be part of Make in Karnataka. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, for your kind address and also for sharing the various noble initiatives by your government for the Make in India opportunities and ventures. For those who are determined to fly, having no wings is just a little detail. His determination, hard work, and compassion have proved that when you set your mind, dreams are a reality that can be achieved. His life story is an inspiration to many. He has rekindled a sense of pride in being Indian in the hearts of our countrymen. Never has been a time when being Indian, not just in the country but across the globe, has filled our hearts with pride. A great orator, he speaks from his life's experiences and from his heart. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my proud privilege to invite our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, and I request him to kindly make his inaugural address and declare the 10th edition of Aero India 2015 open.
Shri Vajubai, Governor of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah ji, Mukhyamantri ji, my ministerial colleagues, distinguished participants and guests. I am delighted to participate in the 10th edition of Aero India. More than 250 Indian companies and more than 300 foreign firms are here. There are defense ministers, senior officials, and hundreds of business leaders from around the world. A big welcome to each of you. This is the largest ever Aero India. This reflects a new level of confidence within our country and global interests in India. Too many of you, India is a major business opportunity. We have the reputation as the largest importer of defense equipment in the world. That may be music to the ears of some of you here, but this is one area where we would not like to be number one. Our security challenges are well known. Our international responsibilities are evident. We do need to increase our defense preparedness. we do have to modernize our defense forces. We have to equip ourselves for the needs of the future where technology will play a major role. As a nation of 1 billion people, we also have huge requirements for managing internal security. We are increasingly integrating technology and systems into it. These opportunities make Aero India an important international event. For me, this is not just a trade fair for defense equipment. This is a mega meeting of one of the largest global supply chains with the most advanced technology and complex equipment, and a platform to launch India's defense manufacturing sector. A nation with a strong defense industry will not only be more secure, it will also reap rich economic benefits. It can boost investment, expand manufacturing, support enterprise, raise the technology level, and increase economic growth in the country. In India, the defense industry in the government sector alone employs nearly 200,000 workers and thousands of engineers and scientists. They produce an output of nearly $7 billion annually. It also supports a very large pool of small and medium enterprise. Our defense industry in private sector is still small, but it already employs thousands of people. This is despite the fact that our 60% of our defense equipment continues to be imported. And we are spending tens of billions of dollars on acquisition from abroad. There are studies that show that even a 20 to 25% reduction in imports could directly create an additional 100,000 to 120,000 highly skilled jobs in India. If we could raise the percentage of domestic procurement from 40% to 70% in the next 5 years, we would double the output in our defense industry. Imagine the impact in terms of jobs created directly in the related manufacturing and services sector. Think of the spin of benefits on other sectors in terms of advanced materials and technologies. That is why we are focusing on developing India's defense industry with a sense of mission. This is why it is at the heart of our Make in India program. We are reforming our defense procurement policies and procedures. There will be a clear preference for equipment manufactured in India. Our procurement procedures will ensure simplicity, accountability, and speedy decision-making. We have raised the permitted level of foreign direct investment to 49%. This can go higher in the project brings state-of-the-art technology. We have permitted investments up to 24% by foreign institutional investments. And there is no longer a need to have a single Indian investor with at least a 50% stake. Industrial licensing requirements have been eliminated for a number of items. Where it is needed, the process has been simplified. We are expanding the role of private sector even for major platforms. Our goal is to provide a level playing field for all. We speak in terms of national capacity, not public sector or private sector. Offset system is a crucial instrument to develop and upgrade our defense industry. We have introduced significant reforms in our offset policy. I'm actually aware that it will need a lot of improvements. We will pursue them in consultation with domestic industry and our foreign partners. I want our offset policy not as a means to export low-end products, but to acquire state-of-the-art technology and skills in core areas of priority. Government support for research and development is essential for defense sector, and it should also be accompanied by degree of assure on purchase. We are introducing a scheme to provide up to 80% of funding from the government for development of a prototype in India. And we are also launching a technology development fund. For too long, our research and development has been confined to government laboratories. We must involve our scientists, soldiers, academia, industry, and independent experts more closely in research and development. Last month, at the Army Day reception, I had asked to meet our officers and soldiers who had made the best innovations in our defense equipment. I was impressed with what I saw. Finally, we have made our export policies clearer, simpler, and predictable. But we will also abide by the highest standards of export controls and international responsibility. We will expand our exports, but we will ensure that our equipment and technology do not fall into the wrong hands. India's record in this area has been impeccable, and it will remain so. I am pleased with the positive impact of our policies. Indian private corporations have responded with enthusiasm. There is new excitement in our small and medium-scale sector. Many of the biggest global firms are forming strategic partnerships in India. Some of them have already begun using India as part of their global supply chains or engineering services. In September 2014, Dynamic Technologies and its collaborator Boeing inaugurated a plant in India to manufacture a critical parts of Boeing helicopter that is sold globally. I understand that it was done a day after Make in India was launched. I am pleased to learn that the first set of parts is ready for shipment today. But we still need to do more. We have to further reform our acquisition and approval processes. We must indicate a clear roadmap of our future needs. This must take into account not only new technology trends, but also the nature of future challenges. We must pay attention to developing supply chains with emphasis on innovation. We must bridge the gap between prototype development and quality of production. We must develop a financing system suited to the special needs of this industry. It is a market where buyers are mainly governments. The capital investments are large and the risks are high. We must ensure that our tax system does not discriminate against domestic manufacturers in comparison to imports. More broadly, our defense industry will succeed more if we can transform the manufacturing sector in India. We need great infrastructure, sound business climate, clear investment policies, ease of doing business, stable and predictable tax regime, and easy access to inputs. We need a national industry that produces advanced materials and the most sophisticated electronics and the best engineering products. Over the last 8 months, we have worked hard to create that environment for you. Above all, we need a vast pool of highly skilled and qualified human resources for the defense industry. Our aerospace industry alone would need about 200,000 people in another 10 years. We'll set up special universities and skill development centers to cater to our defense industry, just as we have done in atomic energy and space. I have especially invited the state governments to come here with package of facilities to attract investment in defense manufacturing. Distinguished guests, this is the beginning of a new era for the defense industry in India. It will be no longer enough to buy equipment and simply assemble them here. We have been doing this in the past without absorbing any technology or developing our own capabilities. In some areas, we are where we were 3 decades ago. Frankly, our public sector needs to do much better than they are doing now. We have to exploit their huge assets and vast potential. At the same time, we have to make them accountable. We want to develop an industry that is dynamic. It should constantly stay at the cutting edge of the global industry. I am confident that India will emerge as a major global center for defense industry. We have the basic building blocks for it in India and a large national requirement. We will build an industry that will have room for everyone, public sector, private sector, and foreign firms. From sailors, foreign firms must turn into strategic partners. We need the technology, skills, systems, integration, and manufacturing strength. The nature of industry is such that imports will always be there. In turn, they can use India as part of their global supply chain. Defense budget around the world are become tighter. India, frugal but sophisticated manufacturing and engineering services sectors can help reduce costs. India can also be a base for export to third countries, especially because of India's growing defense partnership in Asia and beyond. A strong Indian defense industry will not only make India more secure, it will also make India more prosperous. Aero India can be a catalyst in realizing our goals. That is why I am here today. So, as we look at this wonderful aircraft and enjoy the amazing fly pass, I also hope we can get some business done and sow the seeds of successful new ventures and partnership to give our people new opportunities to make our nation safer and the world more stable and peaceful. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, for your kind address and for your words of wisdom with regard to policy implementation along with innovation and technology for the defense sector. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very pleased to have with us Honorable Rajya Raksha Mantri Shri Rao Indrajit Singh with us. He's an able statesman who has a vision to take India to the next level of development. In doing so, he feels that the essence of democracy should not be compromised. A multifaceted personality, he's also an avid sports person. Ladies and gentlemen, with these words, may I now invite our Rajya Raksha Mantri, Shri Rao Indrajit Singh, and I request him to kindly propose a vote of thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude this session in today's chain of events, it is my pleasant duty to thank all those who have made this show a success. I must, of course, begin off with the Prime Minister, who has taken time out from his busy schedule and attended this show here in Bangalore. It was his idea, Make in India, that has fired the brains of all our scientists. It has taken root, I think, in each and every individual within the country. It has, I think, also taken root in a large part of the developing world, as well as the world that is beyond the developing world. They say that no force on earth can stop an idea whose time has come. One hopes that Make in India is one such idea. I thank the Prime Minister on behalf of the ministry, on behalf of the country, for having taken out time to address us here and encourage us all here. I further would like to thank the Governor of Karnataka for having honored us by his presence here on stage. Thank you, sir. And the CM of Karnataka, without whose logistical support this event may not have been as well organized as it has. Thank you, sir. And my cabinet colleagues who have lent variety and has shown how this government takes this event, how seriously this government takes this event. The Honorable Raksha Mantri, the Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation, the Honorable Minister of Chemical and Fertilizers, the Honorable Minister for Law, and the Honorable Minister of Heavy Industries. Thank you all, sir. And without whose administrative support, perhaps this event may not also have been as possible it is today. I thank the Defense Secretary and the Defense Production Secretary. Last but not least, I would like to thank the Chief of Army, Chief of Air Staff, and the AOC Yelahanka, who have given all to ensure that this goes off without a hitch. And finally, the media, both print and visual, without whose cooperation I do not think this could have been called a success. Thank you all, foreign participants. Thank you all who have come here to enjoy the show. Thank you all who have come to participate. It's been a pleasure having you here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your extremely warm vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, with this we conclude the inaugural function of Aero India 2015. I am Sanhati Pani, and I would like to now hand it over to the Air Force commentary team to take over the flying display commentary. Namaskar. Commentary team to take over.
Helicopter, the Sukhoi 30 MKI will leave you spellbound with a display of its versatility and agility by performing some breathtaking maneuvers thereafter. You will then witness a mesmerizing show by various aerobatic teams participating this year, making way for some high-performance aerial ballet by the French Rafale. As the showstopper for today, you will see a scintillating performance by the helicopter display team of the Indian Air Force, Sarang, comprising 4 advanced light helicopters. The team will demonstrate their aerobatic capabilities and paint the sky in colorful strokes. The displays are bound by strict rules and regulations to ensure conformity to certain safety norms. A special flying display control committee has evolved, and the flight display director, Air Commodore A.P. Singh, apart from being an accomplished fighter pilot, is also a qualified flying instructor and is currently the chief test pilot of the premier aircraft and system testing establishment here at Bangalore. The Flight Display Control Committee would endeavor to put forth skillful and convincing displays with absolute adherence to flight safety. As said earlier, all the participating companies have exhibited their products in the exhibition halls located in the hangars to your right. Many important participants have set up chalets for business discussion.
Ladies and gentlemen, lined up for takeoff is the de Havilland Tiger Moth biplane of 1930 origin, being flown by Wing Commander Gulshresht of the Aircraft and Systems Testing Establishment. Tiger Moth was long used to train a generation of Indian pilots before they went on to fly Hawker Hurricanes and Supermarine Spitfires in battle. After decades of yeoman service, these fine flying machines found their way into the Indian Air Force Vintage Aircraft Museum in New Delhi. Wing Commander Mukesh Sharma, an aeronautical engineer with a passion for flying, started work on a Tiger Moth in 2007. In 3 months, the IAF officer and his team managed to fire up the engine of the ancient bird. Ladies and gentlemen, elegantly taking off is the Indian Air Force Tiger Moth. There you see Tiger Moth commencing the first maneuver of flying display, a figure of 8. Ladies and gentlemen, look straight ahead. 12 o'clock to us is Wing Commander Gulshresht in a reversal, completing figure of 8. Within 1 year of revving up the Tiger Moth engine in 2007, IAF was ready with an elaborate plan to restore vintage aircraft in a phased manner and put them back where they rightfully belong, in the sky. Now you see the pilot executing a left wing over. The Tiger Moth that you are seeing today through its first public display on the 8th of October 2012, the 80th Indian Air Force Day, more than 4 decades after its last operational sortie. Tiger Moth is now in a right wing over. Ladies and gentlemen, train your eyes to capture the moment. There is Wing Commander Kulshresh waving towards you and saying hello. The Tiger Moth is an open cockpit biplane which has a cruising speed of 70 miles per hour and an endurance of 2.5 hours. It is powered by a Gypsy major 4-cylinder engine capable of producing 145 bhp. With the determination and technical expertise of the IAF, these vintage flying machines will fly well into another century of their lives, and the IAF vintage flight will very well be the first in the region and among the best in the world, continuing to inspire a future generation of aviators. For an awesome display, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to Tiger Moth and Wing Commander Kulshresh.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, awaiting takeoff in a few moments from now, in India's very own light combat aircraft Tejas, which is being flown by Group Captain Sunit Krishna. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to your left, you can see the Tejas rolling for takeoff, afterburner in full cry. The pilot is pulling up into a steep climb out immediately after takeoff. He now carries out a barrel roll to position in a descending turn. Keep looking to your right. Flying in from your right, ladies and gentlemen, at a height of 150 meters and a speed of 700 kilometers per hour is Group Captain Sunit. He will now snap roll the aircraft into the inverted position to fly past the dais wrong side up with precise control. He now rolls upright and enters a high G pull-up turn where the capability of the aircraft and the ability of the pilot to withstand these G forces are being put to a test. The pilot is now heading towards us for a vertical loop. Keep looking straight ahead. Well, I hope you noticed the elegant double delta platform of the Tejas as it looped through the vertical. Group Captain Sunit Krishna is now performing a tight minimum radius turn to the left, mimicking a combat maneuver. Completes the turn, the pilot carries out a pull-up followed by a roll. He will now carry out a teardrop turn to position for the next maneuver. Keep looking straight ahead as the pilot now positions the aircraft from the left for a slow speed pass along the runway direction. In front of you, ladies and gentlemen, the Tejas demonstrating flying at very low speeds. Break off 90 degrees to the runway. As it comes in for landing after a scintillating display, ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for our very own indigenous light combat aircraft Tejas.
The campaign, Make in India, is an important vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi. And making a key contribution to this Make in India cause, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is proud to display the light combat helicopter, the LCH, a combat helicopter designed and developed indigenously. This is the second in the line of indigenous helicopters from HALs, stalled after the company's earlier success story, the Advanced Light Helicopter. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now in front of you the LCH. Notice how the pilot yaws his machine in three crisp 360-degree turns and unique helicopter capability. To accelerate rapidly, the helicopter now flies away for its next maneuver, that is the wing over. Today, the helicopter is being flown by the Chief Test Pilot, Wing Commander Unni Pillai, Group Captain Hari Nair, and Wing Commander Ajay Raj at the telemetry, closely monitoring it from the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, please look at the aircraft as it does a wing over to come right in front of us.
यही सपना है तेरा तूने पहचाना है तुझे अब ये दिखाना.
Ladies and gentlemen, see the sharp change in direction. Please notice the rapid pull-up and the unique ability of the rotor as the pilot will bunt the helicopter at the negative G to come to a hover position far away from the ground. LCH is now diving sharply and gathers momentum to demonstrate sharp minimum radius turns right in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, these maneuvers demands enormous reserve of power as well as rotor thrust, and the LCH is ably capable of it. LCH now comes to a hover in front of us, displaying some of its other unique maneuvers. The helicopter now moves towards the runway. It now moves rearwards at very high speeds, made possible due to its unique hingeless rotor. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to emphasize that this is not a maneuver that's possible in a conventional helicopter. The extreme tail-up maneuver demonstrates the razor-sharp response and the control power available to the pilot. You now see the light combat helicopter diving, accelerating away, and positioning for a couple of stall turns right in front of us. This beauty surely teases as it goes away, but wait, hold your breath as it bleeds off speed and turns with the tail rotor. Let me emphasize, this is an extremely difficult maneuver to be performed by any other helicopter. Ladies and gentlemen, this aircraft has the markings of a winner as it now pulls to perform its final signature maneuver, another sharp rudder turn. With the advent of this little mean machine, India proudly joins a select list of countries which have proven in-house ability to design and develop combat helicopters. From its early days of licensed manufacturing, HAL has evolved and has today emerged as a mature player in the aviation industry with indigenous potential to design and develop airplanes and helicopters. HAL is committed to make in India cause and will continue its contribution for decades to come. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for the light combat helicopter, the LCH.
Ladies and gentlemen, we intend to embark on a spectacular delay of aerial might with some breathtaking low-level aerobatics by the Sukhoi 30 MKI. Today, the Sukhoi 30 will be piloted by Wing Commander Karnataka. Sukhoi 30 commences its energetic aerial display. I'm sure you will notice the short takeoff length by the virtue of its very powerful engines and excellent low-speed handling. The aircraft has turned left and is now positioning for the next maneuver called the interesting loop tumble yaw. The Sukhoi 30 enters into a loop. After describing the circle in a vertical plane, which is called the loop, as the aircraft reaches the top, you will see the aircraft tumbling down in a somersault. That was the loop tumble yaw, ladies and gentlemen, the Sukhoi 30 saying goodbye to all known laws of aerodynamics. This combat maneuver helps you to change direction in mid-flight, and that too in a short span of time. Apart from flying skill, this maneuvering was made possible by a combination of thrust-vector engines. Meanwhile, the aircraft is now positioning itself to fly along the runway from your right to carry out a series of rolls as it flies past you. Flying in this manner requires not only a good degree of situational awareness, but also absolute mastery on the aircraft and a thorough knowledge of its capabilities. Keep your eyes focused on the Sukhoi, ladies and gentlemen, as it now positions itself onto your left for a slow speed pass along the runway. As they truly say, even the wind stops to stare. Wing Commander Karukul will now demonstrate the minimum radius turn capability of this marvelous aircraft. The visibly small radius of turn makes this aircraft invincible in a dogfight and ensures that it always comes out as a winner. Just in case you missed some finer details of the maneuver earlier on, we have once again for you the spectacular loop tambalior, repeated at this time, right head on to you. The loop, the tumble, and the yaw. We won't blame you if you're awestruck by the superior maneuvering that is on display here today. I would like to draw attention to the signature maneuver of this aircraft and the highlight of the spectacular display, the tail slide. Have you ever seen an aircraft in reverse gear? This might be our only chance to do so as the pilot stops the aircraft on its tail and slides it down tail first. A big hand for the mighty Sukhoi 30 MPI. This truly displays the extraordinary performance of this aircraft and the stability of its engines in such an adverse and harsh maneuver. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sukhoi 30 combines the ruggedness of Russian technology and Western avionics, but it truly remains an Indian at heart. After an energetic display of maneuvers, the pilot is now coming in for a landing. Generally, an aircraft takes the full runway to come to a full stop after landing. However, the fighter will now demonstrate the short landing capability, where you will see it completes its landing roll in less than half the runway, coming to a halt just to the right of you.
As the wing walkers get ready to groove you, you can see them rolling into the track. Look at them, soaring the aircraft as if moving to the sounds of unheard melody. Just ahead, the wing walkers, you can see the flamboyant Viking taking off. Ladies and gentlemen, today this air arena will have the most scintillating and unique performance by the Brettling Wing Walkers. And here, ladies and gentlemen, wave back to these gorgeous wing walkers and wish them all luck for the upcoming aerial ballet. Believe it or not, today the wing walking girls will be sashing through your hearts by their breathtaking daredevilry. Hold your breath as they come for the first formation pass, and here you can see the dancing figures so swiftly raising their one leg up and waving back at you. A very, very big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my world is there. I'm glad that I'm alive.
The team flies the 1940s Boeing Stearman biplane in a striking Brettling livery. The pilots in control are David and Martin. David flies the lead in the formation. He gained his pilot's license in 1995 when he was 32. Don't lose sight of the wing walkers as they gear up for the most eye-treating act, the handstand, which literally means they are hands down, legs up position, and that too in the air. Vomiting on David is Martin. This is his 15th season flying for the team. He first flew at the age of 9 and passed all his flight tests by the time he was 16. Ladies and gentlemen, and here they are, once again with a swan position. Martin is a flying instructor and examiner. He's usually a wingman at the display as he enjoys the challenge of formation. And now you can see the pilots coming in and girls in the star position. A big round of applause for the stars of today, ladies and gentlemen. Wing walking dates back to when young flying aces returned from the First World War, totally addicted to the thrill of flying. Continuing the mesmerizing legacy, today we have these two ladies who have completely dazzled you with their panache, are Freya and Nikita. Freya first saw the team display at Southport Air Show, and ever since she longed to join the team. In 2012, Freya bet over 100 applicants to be included in a shortlisted few. Since becoming a Breitling wing walker, Freya has traveled the world performing all over Europe, in China, the Middle East, and even as far as Australia. Nikita, on the other hand, is a graduate from Cardiff University. The flying thrill runs in blood, as her mother and father were both in Royal Air Force, and her father continues to fly today for an airline. Nikita says the thrill of wing walking provides a sensation that every few lucky get to experience, and this passion is the inspiration behind performing the most unbelievable move of unstrapping and coming down above the cockpit, balancing on one leg, holding with one arm in a ballistic pose. Truly magical. A very big round of applause for the girls, ladies and gentlemen.
I just drift away. I'm glad that I'm alive.
As the wing walkers sign off, look straight up ahead. The Scandinavian Asia Viking. You will now witness the main display aircraft of the Scandinavian Air Show, one of the world's most powerful air show aerobatic biplanes, the Viking. Our pilot today, Captain Jacob Holder, would put this unique aircraft into many spectacular maneuvers and present a 3D gyroscope aerobatic show.
I'm alive, I am alive. When you reach for me, when you reach for me, racing spirit's time. God knows that I'll be the one standing by through good and through trying.
The biplane is a Viking Model 12S, a product of USA-powered Windnev M14P engine that can fly at a max speed of 402 kilometers per hour.
When you call on me, when you call on me, when you reach for me, when you reach for me, I get wings to fly. I feel bad when you bless the day.
The hardware and the fantastic craftsman work was won by Kevin Kimball and his company, Jim Kimball Enterprises. This beautiful bird was designed by Micro Picorari from Aircraft Studio Design and developed in association with Horizon Hobby. There, making an entry into the Aero Arena are the Yakovless Formation and Aerobatic team. Premier aircraft display team. The team normally flies 6 Russian-designed Yak aircraft that combine the performance of a Spitfire with proven world-class aerobatic maneuverability. But here at Aero India, they perform with 4 aircraft to entertain you. The lead aircraft is a modified Yak 52, once the primary training aircraft for the sports pilot of the former Soviet bloc. Derived from a Yak 18 and Yak 50, it first flew 24 years ago, and some 1,800 examples have been built. And this popular and extremely rugged aircraft is still in production. Please give a big hand to the Yakolovs as they come in for the landing.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Aero India 2015. I'm Air Force Technical Sergeant Larry Hopper, a native of Bakersfield, California, and part of the Takeoff Air Force's demonstration team. Today, Captain Brown will demonstrate the F-16's remarkable power by pulling into a half Cuban 8 after only 1,000-foot takeoff roll. Captain Brown returns to show center from the left. He will accelerate rapidly and snap the Fighting Falcon through 3 aileron rolls, demonstrating its exceptional rolling maneuverability.
Watch your back because the next man is coming, and you don't know that the next man is coming.
In a dogfight, the ability to turn tightly is crucial. Watch now as Captain Brown shows you just how exceptional the F-16 is as a 9G turn. At show center, he will bank sharply into a tight turn capable of pressing the pilot into the seat with the force of 9 times his normal weight.
The bloodstains on the carpet. She was sitting at the table. You can see she was an A-boat.
180 pounds. In the full 360-degree turn, the F-16 has a turn radius of less than 1,400 feet.
You okay? You okay? I see better days, yeah.
Captain Brown will now demonstrate the F-16's crisp handling characteristics as he performs a 4-point roll at show center.
When you're the king of the air, if I can get through this, I can get through
Ladies and gentlemen, the F-16 Fighting Falcon on a 4-point roll.
through this. I can get through anything. If I can get through this, I can get through anything. If I can make it through this, I promise you.
Captain Brown is now approaching from your right for his last maneuver, a tactical pitch-up. He will cross show center from your right at 500 feet and perform a rolling pitch-up as he turns to the downwind leg of the landing pattern. Captain Brown has lowered his landing gear. As he approaches the runway, he will decelerate to about 150 miles per hour, enabling the F-16 to stop in less than 3,000 feet if necessary. Add its ability to take off from relatively short runways, and you have a fighter that can operate from thousands of airfields in virtually every country in the world. While today's demonstration shows you how well the F-16 can maneuver in combat, what we cannot show you is its striking power. The Viper can hit targets well outside of visual range while flying faster than the speed of sound. Add the superb view provided by its bubble canopy, and you have the world's best single-seat, multi-role fighter. Has been Captain Austin Brown, call sign code from Phoenix, Arizona. Captain Brown is a veteran fighter pilot with more than 1,500 hours in jet aircraft. The safety observer for today's demonstration is Captain Christopher Sin Campbell, also an F-16 fighter pilot from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Launching Captain Brown today are Staff Sergeant Ben Samar from Glendale, Arizona, Staff Sergeant Shane McGowan from St. Louis, Missouri, and Senior Airman Enrique Verbrera from Turlock, California. On behalf of the 35th Fighter Wing's Wild Weasels and the Commander of the Pacific Air Forces, General Laurie J. Robinson, we thank you for being with us today. I hope you've enjoyed this brief look at the F-16 Fighting Falcon. If you have any questions about this outstanding aircraft or United States Air Force, please feel free to ask either Captain Brown, myself, or any maintenance professionals. Thank you and have a great day.
Can you hear me stop? Look, listen to my voice. It was never my choice to feel all alone.
National leader,
Be patient. There's a small bird activity.
Living easy, loving free. Season ticket on a one-way ride. Asking nothing, leave me be. Take out everything in the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tasso's Rafale is a twin-engine delta-wing, fourth-generation fighter aircraft. It is a multi-role combat aircraft capable of undertaking air supremacy, interdiction, reconnaissance, and nuclear deterrent missions simultaneously. Rafale's afterburner helps the engines attain full power in less than 4 seconds, and it helps it to reach a height of 40,000 feet in 2 minutes. Its active canards, integrated with fly-by-wire and its curvy, streamlined profile, enables it to fly various configurations.
Gonna spin it. Nobody's gonna mess me around. Hey, sunshine, they're my shoes. Wearing a rocking bed. Hey, mama, look at me. I'm on my way to the promised land. Wow, I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Don't stop me. And I'm going down the
Ladies and gentlemen, taking off with a rose soon will be Tasso's Rafale, being flown by Captain Blanche of the French Air Force. Short takeoff. After the short takeoff, climb and a barrel roll, the Rafale will now execute a combination of rolls and turns called the square dance. afterburners also helps it regain lost speed in a dogfight. And the canards with integrated fly-by-wire. Now you see Captain Plush in a high-speed loop. There he will dive 180 degrees before turning away.
It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. As the pendulum swings, watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal.
180 kilometers per hour. Performing slow pass and slow roll. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by to hear pilot's voice from the cockpit.
नमस्ते इंडिया सबका स्वागत है हम भारत के बहुत कुछ है आप हमारा डिस्प्ले नोरी आनंद से gain pause.
That was Captain Plush from the cockpit of Rafale saying hello and saluting India.
Recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all.
Now Captain Plush is in his final maneuver. Splitters and a full stop.
I can go for all this. There's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I can go.
There you see him performing splitters before he comes to a full stop. Look out for the pilot lowering the landing gear while inverted. Technical support for today's display was provided by Estes, a team of 30 dedicated mechanics who are devoted to keep the show going. Ladies and gentlemen, for a spellbound show, a big hand for Rafale and Captain Plush.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's now get ready for the Sarang display. Today, the Sarang team will fly within the boundary of just 3 square kilometers and in the height band of 50 meters to 140 meters above ground level. Operating within the speed limit of 100 to 240 kilometers per hour, the Sarang pilots are going to display the unique amalgamation of grace and impudence. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Sarang helicopter display team.
जाबाज हम चले छूने आसमां चले अपनी तो
This bunch of fine pilots of the Indian Air Force are flying the inverted wine-glass formation. Leading the formation is Wing Commander Aniket Santosh Abhyankar, Vayu Sena Medal Gallantry. Wing Commander Abhyankar is a qualified flying instructor. He was one of the display pilots of the inaugural Sarang team that performed its maiden public display in the year 2004 at Singapore. The team proudly flies Advanced Light Helicopter, or Dhruv as we call it. It is the first indigenous helicopter manufactured by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Its hingeless rotor, exceptional agility and advanced avionics make it a world-class product. During the right turn, ladies and gentlemen, look out for the change from wine glass to India formation. Continuing with the introduction, co-pilot of Sarang 1 today is squadron leader Milind Londhe. Milo is a karate champion and has recently been commended by the Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Western Air Command, for having carried out several rescue missions in the Jammu and Kashmir region. One of his rescue operations is noteworthy, wherein at the height of 10,000 feet, keeping his helicopter steady with one ski on the ground and the other in the air, he safely landed an electricity restoration team in the Kashmir Valley. Keep looking at the aircraft approaching from your left. At the leader's command, the formation will change from India to Diamond. There they go. Soon you'll find the formation turning left, and as they turn left, Sarang 4 Wing Commander Vinod Negi, Vayu Sena Medal Gallantry, has detached from the formation. Negi is the flight commander of the team. Flying to the left of leader is Sarang 2. Captain of Sarang 2 is one of the most experienced pilot of the team, Wing Commander Mudit Chaurasia. This is his second tenure with the team. His co-pilot is Wing Commander Punappa. Punappa is born and brought up at this very city of Bangalore. Today, he is thrilled to perform public display for the populace of his city. Flying to the right of leader is Sarang 3. Pilot in command is Squadron Leader Girish Komal. His co-pilot is Squadron Leader S.K. Mishra. Both of them were posted to the team earlier also. After finishing their instructor's tenure at Air Force Academy, they are happy to fly with the team again. A lot of their pupils are posted to this very station of Air Force Station Yelahanka, and I'm sure both of them are inspiring them to become display pilots someday. Komar also belongs to this ever-vibrant city of Bangalore. The team now has turned in for its signature maneuver, the Dolphin's Leap. This maneuver requires a very high degree of skill, which is achieved by strict mind and body coordination. All three aircraft flying abreast will pull up in the vertical plane and carry out a synchronized stall turn to the left. Look straight ahead, ladies and gentlemen, as the team is coming in for the Dolphin's Leap. And there goes Negi accelerating to join up with the formation. His co-pilot is Squadron Leader Aditya Singh Pawar. Aditya is a qualified flying instructor and a passionate football and squash player. As the team prepares for the next maneuver, a word about our maintenance team. Leader of the maintenance section of Sarang is Wing Commander Tarundeep Singh Puri, Vishesh Seva Medal. He shoulders the onerous responsibility to ensure that these four birds take to the skies for every display and return back safe. Puri's number 2, Squadron Leader S.K. Kakkad, has recently joined the team. Squadron Leader Joydeep Chandra is a thorough professional and a wildlife enthusiast. Squadron Leader Vijay Karthik has gained expertise in rectifying crucial snags on vibrations and is known as the vibration killer in the unit. The gentle, ever-smiling Squadron Leader Bharat Bajaj is an expert in handling tarmac operations. Flight Lieutenant Chandan Kumar helps him out in his much demanding work. Flight Lieutenant Sandeep has recently joined the team and is the first woman engineering officer of the team. Performing displays at national and international levels, the team aims to inspire the youth of the country to be part of the Indian Air Force. At the same time, flying these beautiful machines to their limits. The team also showcases the capabilities of advanced light helicopter, skill of the pilots, and of course the proficient and progressive Indian aviation industry. Look straight ahead as the team is coming in for the crossover break. Ladies and gentlemen, brace up for lower and closer action. To your right is Sarang 1 and 3, Abhyankar and Milo with Komer and Mishi. And to your left is Sarang 2 and 4, Mudit and Konapa with Negi and Aditya. Keep looking to your right and left as the aircraft are turning in towards each other for the vertical synchro maneuver. We call it the double arrow cross. To your right and left, ladies and gentlemen. Every year, a large number of helicopter pilots volunteer to be part of Sarang team. However, only a few, after a tough selection process that separates men from boys, are chosen to fly as Sarang pilots. Our tall, dark and handsome Wing Commander Sarvana Vail is an alumnus of Sainik School, Amravati Nagar. He is standby captain of Sarang 4. Strong-willed Squadron Leader Deepika Mishra is the first woman pilot to have joined this elite team. Squadron Leader Dash, a photographer and a traveler, is the observer for today's display. Squadron Leader Niket Tiwari, who also flies as co-pilot of Sarang 4, has flown the entire breadth of the country, right from the hills of Srinagar to the jungles of Far East. The degree of difficulty has gone up now, ladies and gentlemen, as the team prepares for level mesh. Coming in from opposite directions, each aircraft will cross the other within a gap of less than 1 second, and that also in the same plane. Look straight ahead for level mesh. In the air, the 4 aircraft are turning in once again for the level cross. The height at which the aircraft are flying is just 50 meters above all of us. Abhyankar and Milo with Komer and Mishi to your right, Mudit and Punappa with Negi and Aditya to your left. Keep looking as the aircraft are turning in towards each other to your right and left. For you, ladies and gentlemen, each maneuver is briefed, debriefed, and each sortie is filmed from 3 different locations. This helps in studying each maneuver extensively and refining it to perfection. There is a very thin line in between being brave and being lunatic. Display flying belongs right up there on this thin line. And well, of course, this has been displayed liberally here at Aero India. Operating the aircraft to their limits, Sarang team also thrives on this very magic portion of thrill and adrenaline rush. But this would not be possible without those 50 thoroughbred technicians who assist the engineering officers in their challenging task. Embodiment of professionalism and ethos of the Indian Air Force, Sarang has proved its capability in accomplishing real-time rescue missions with the same finesse with which it has been executing well-choreographed maneuvers. Each member of the Sarang team strives hard to keep up our common goal of winning hearts and saving lives. Look straight ahead, ladies and gentlemen, as the team is rolling in for the grand finale of today's display, the Sarang split. As the formation split, the leader will pull up to present a salute to the nation. As they come closer, we shall listen out for the leader's call. That was the Sarang team, ladies and gentlemen. Now the 4 aircraft will come right in front from your left and taxi back to their parking bay across the runway. We hope you enjoyed the display as much as these pilots enjoyed displaying it for you. Dhanyavad, Jai Hind.
Hello? Mic one. all witnessed a spectacular and colorful air display by various military and commercial aircrafts. We wished we could have more of it. But alas, we have come to the end of day one of Aero Show 2015. It was indeed an honor and a privilege to have had the Honorable Prime Minister inaugurate the prestigious event. It is evident that Aero India 2015 will provide a significant platform in bolstering business opportunities in international aviation sector. It has favorably poised an exponential growth over previous editions. A rapidly growing economy, defense preparedness, challenges, and opening